Hi guys, Mandy from Tidy Sticky Mama, and today I'm sharing 5 cooking mom hacks that I use all the time. I say mom hacks, but everybody eats, so no kids, no problem. You'll still get plenty of use out of these, I'm sure. They definitely make getting my 3 kids fed easier, and I'm sure they can help you too, no matter how many people you're feeding. If you've got a big family or just can't get enough pancakes, you are going to love this first one. Sheet pan pancakes.
Preheat your oven to 350 degrees and line a sheet pan with parchment paper. While the oven is warming up, mix up your pancakes. I usually do a boxed mix, but if you have a scratch recipe you love, go for it. I've done this both ways, and either way it turns out great. I do tend to sub milk for the water in the box mixes. It makes it a little bit fluffier, and everybody loves fluffy pancakes, right? I usually go for the maximum quantity listed on the box as well. On this one, it says 12 to 15 pancakes, and it ends up being about half the box. That's plenty for a family of 5, but if we have guests or I want leftovers, I'll make the whole box. The 12 to 15 quantity can also fit in a 9x13 cake pan to good results, or if you don't care about the pieces all being even, just do the sheet anyway. Once your pancake batter is good to go, just dump it on the sheet pan. This is what it looks like. You don't really have to spread it out because it'll do its own spreading while it bakes when you're doing just the half a box, but I'm going to actually do the full box this time. I just don't have a mixing bowl big enough to do it all at once. With the larger quantity, you will want to spread it out so that it covers the pan evenly. Use a spatula if you want. I didn't want to make more dishes. Then just chuck it in the oven. The full pan like this takes about 20 minutes. If you're doing the half pan, I would start it closer to 12 and kind of keep an eye on it. I also happen to have a convection oven, so if you don't, you're going to want to up those times by about another 5 minutes-ish. And of course, since all ovens vary, you'll want to keep a bit of an eye on it the first couple of times just to make sure you don't burn your poor pancakes because, come on, gross, right? My favorite thing about doing pancakes this way is probably the fact that it leaves you available for other things. You can make the eggs and sausage to go with it if you're doing the whole breakfast deal, or you can, just sit down and not stand there flipping pancakes for the next 20 minutes. The other is that it makes doing a large batch of pancakes an absolute breeze. So whether that's for a full table of people or just batch cooking so you don't have to think about breakfast for a couple of weeks, it's awesome. It's really easily customizable too. Just throw some fruit in or chocolate chips. One of our favorites is a little bit of brown sugar and sprinkle of nutmeg. So good. But it's super simple and just full of possibilities. So make it your own. Alright, just look at that. Golden and fluffy and oh so tasty. Just check the middle with a knife or toothpick like you would, any other cake. And if it comes out clean, you're good to go. The easiest way to cut these is with a pizza cutter. It's even easier if you actually take it out of the pan first because then you don't bonk into the edges. But anyway, or if you wanted to go Pinterest extra, use a cute cookie cutter for fun shapes. There we go. Kid approved and way less effort for you.
These next 2 feature a humble accessory that everyone has in their kitchen. One of them doesn't even really feel like a hack to me because I just kind of grew up doing it, but it absolutely blew my husband's mind when he saw me doing it the other day, and it has forever changed how he cooks.
I don't know about you, but my kids love noodles. Buttered, covered in sauce, sprinkled with cheese, or out of a boxed kit. They're all over it. But pulling out that strainer every time is just too much some days. You know what I mean? It's another dish to wash and it's bulky. It takes up a lot of space in the sink and in the dishwasher both. So I just use the pot lid most of the time. Just watch the steam so you don't get burned, because ouch. Nothing ruins a good pot of noodles faster than a burned mommy hand. Then you can use that same lid to get the most out of the liquid cheese packs that come in some of the kits. Smoosh the sauce away from the ends a little bit, snip it open, and then watch this magic. Pressing that packet between the lid and pot lets you squeeze it for everything it's worth. You get a little cheese on the lid, but not your fingers or anywhere else you don't want it. Then it's just stir and enjoy.
This next one I picked up binge watching a Jamie Oliver cooking show. Do you ever do that? You just kind of binge watch somebody else make food, and you know you're never actually gonna cook the stuff, but you still watch. I don't know. Is that weird? Maybe I'm weird. Whatever. but I picked this up binge watching Jamie Oliver, and I can't believe I didn't think of it myself. Really, I love my electric kettle. I drink a lot of tea and cocoa, and it makes it really easy. But it just never occurred to me to use it like this.
Mornings, right? I'm actually a morning person, but that doesn't mean my mornings aren't chaos. Actually, most meal times here are pretty wild with the kids. Anyway, one of their favorite breakfasts is oatmeal, and I'm cheap, so rarely do we get the packets, meaning I'm boiling it on the stove. A great way to speed that up is by starting the water in an electric kettle. Much faster and safer than leaving a pot on the stove, and with Quick Oats, it makes stovetop oatmeal almost at instant oatmeal speeds. The problem is that hot off the stove oatmeal is, well, hot. And on a busy morning, those kids aren't waiting around. So I fix that by making fruit on the bottom oatmeal. And the key ingredient here is a bag of frozen fruit. Something that comes in small chunks like diced mangoes or something works really well, or a berry mix like I have here. And then all you have to do is pour it in the bottom of the bowl and then cover it with the oatmeal. The fruit cools your oatmeal while the oatmeal thaws the fruit. My kids love looking for the buried treasure in their oatmeal in the morning, and it's great to get that extra little kick of something healthy in the breakfast. I do usually pull out any large strawberries that may be in there just because they don't thaw completely, but this bowl is for me and I don't mind eating those last.
So there's 5 Cooking Mom hacks I use every week. If you've got a good one to share, please drop it in the comments. It never hurts to have another trick up your sleeve. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button in the corner for me. I've got more good stuff coming and you don't want to miss any of it. Bye guys. See you next time. Blah. No, that one was crap. Never mind. Blah, blah, blah. Now, if you've been paying attention to the last few videos, you may be starting to wonder if I've been hiding something from you guys. And yeah, I have. I admit it, I have been sneaking around and doing weird cuts, and it's about time I shared, I think. Time to come clean. I have been hiding a little surprise from you guys, our long-awaited and much loved 4th child. 4th little mess maker coming this summer. So make sure you stay tuned to see all the fun we have with this little booger.